propagation. Medium means maybe air, water. So if I'm standing here and this room is filled with air. So I am in the air medium. Now I will go sit in a swimming pool and meditate. If I am sitting inside the swimming pool, then I am sitting inside the water. So now I am in which medium? Water medium. Like this, air, water, glass, various other mediums are there. So I just wanted to tell you or give an idea about the word medium here. Like this, does sound require a medium for its propagation? To understand that, what we will do is, again we shall study or discuss an activity. Take a glass jar, children. Take a glass jar and place your mobile phone. Please don't fill the water and drop the mobile phone. Next question is, what did I say? Does sound require any medium for propagation? Propagation means for its movement, for sound to travel. Propagation. Does sound require any medium for its propagation is the next question. As I was telling you, take a beaker and place your mobile phone inside it. Place the mobile phone. What is this? Mobile. Your cell phone. And just give a ring. Give a call to the mobile. You can hear the ringtone. Next what you do is, just cover up the opening of the tumbler or the beaker where you have placed the mobile. Just cover it so that no air is passing inside. And again give a call or ring to the mobile. That case also you will hear the sound produced. You can, that may mean to say, you can hear to the ringtone. In both the cases, what difference you see is, children, in the first case where the beaker mouth was kept open or free, the ringtone heard was louder. That is, the ringtone of the mobile heard was louder when compared to the sound which was produced or heard, or the ringtone heard when the mouth of the beaker was closed. What do we understand by this is, before, in the first case, when you kept the mouth of the beaker open, there was air which was traveling in and around this mobile phone, and hence the sound heard was louder. Now, you just suck off all the air which is present in the beaker and cover the mouth. When you give the ring to the phone, the sound produced, it is not like no sound is heard. The sound is heard, but it is too low when compared to the first case. When you are completely removing the air from the beaker, what is the medium created there? Before it was air medium when you didn't cover the tumbler. It was air medium. When you suck off all the air inside the tumbler, what medium you have is the vacuum medium. Vacuum, you all have heard of vacuum. Vacuum is a vacuum cleaner. So you are sucking there. All the dust gets sucked. How? You are removing the air completely here from the jar. When there is no absence of air, it is completely the vacuum. As you go away from the surface of the earth and escape from the gravitational force, children, you can see even the space and all the scientists will float. Why do you think they float? Because there is no air there. And it is completely filled with vacuum. Absence of air, and it is nothing but the vacuum, children. So, compared to the sound heard in air, the sound heard in case of vacuum medium was very less. So, we can say that sound requires a medium for its propagation. You might have played various other activities like, so when I talk loudly like this, you can hear my voice. Instead, I will take a tumbler, put my mouth inside the tumbler and I try to talk. What will happen? Suck off all the air. When there is no air, the sound heard is less. So, we can say that sound requires a medium for its propagation. How the air will help in propagation, you will learn in higher class. I will just give you one small hint for my satisfaction to make you understand how sound travels in air. So air means, you know, it is made up of a mixture of gases. This air is mixture of gases, maybe of oxygen, carbon dioxide, hydrogen, nitrogen. So all these gas, children, it consists of molecules or particles in it. So what will happen is, here air is this you consider as air, and there are large number of particles in it. When you talk, what will happen is, the particles present here will absorb this sound energy, and the sound energy will be passing on from particle to particle, and finally, eyes I am drawing, finally it will reach your ears. The one of the particle will come and hit. Of course, children, if you are able to hear the sound, how do you think? You might have heard of the eardrums. So whenever the sound comes in the form of air and hits your eardrum, the eardrum will vibrate, and hence you can hear the sound. Everywhere there is vibration, children. So sound, that is how you can hear the sound. So sound needs a material medium for its propagation. That is very important concept. Next is one more point is, does sound travel in solids? Is the question. Does sound travel in solids? Of course it will travel. How means? I will explain you one activity for that. You all have your study table. Sit on the chair and just leap on the study table. Keep your head on the table, and from below the table, just not hardly but softly, just give a knock, like this knock. You can hear it so loudly. You might have experienced this as well. In school, you don't sleep on the desk and you just give a knock, or ask your friend to give knock from that part of the bench. You be at this corner. From other corner, if you ask your friend to make some sound, you can hear it at this end of the desk, children. Even in case of table, you can play with this with your younger brother or sister if you have. Even they will have fun. So that shows that sound travels through solids. And even if you have a long wooden scale or wooden piece, something you can, one person at the one end and other person at this end. If you make small sound also, you can hear the sound at that end, children. So by this we can say that sound travels in solids. Next question, does sound travel in liquids then? To find out what you do, I said no, this activity. Will you do it? Take your mobile phone, sit in the water. Your mother will come behind you to hit you. Don't do that, because your mobile phone will get spoiled. Instead, what you do is, take one beaker or trough, fill the water in it, and take a bell, a small bell what you have in the puja room or something. That bell you take, dip the bell inside the water, but don't touch the surface of the beaker or the trough, whatever, whichever you have taken the water. Keep the ears on the top surface of the water. Don't dip your ear in the water, but just near to the layer, and ring the bell, not hardly, softly ring the bell. Can you hear the ring sound? That is the sound produced by the bell. Yes, you can hear, you can experience it, you can check it, children, you can experiment it and check. So by this we can say sound also travels through liquids. So first we studied that sound requires a medium for its propagation. Sound travels in the air medium. In vacuum, a very low tone, or you can almost say no sound is heard in case of vacuum medium. Sound does not travel in vacuum, you can say. Sound travels in air. Sound travels in solids, and sound travels in liquid as well. How I explained you the activity. In your textbook also there are various activities given, children. You can just go through it and understand it on your own. Various other things you will do while playing, but you will not be knowing the physics or the science behind it. That is the reason you will not be knowing. But when you read such activities, you may say that, I know this, I have done. And one more thing, you might have played with ice cream cups. 2 ice cream cups, make a hole in the center, tie the thread. You ask your friend to go somewhere far from you, that long thread you take, and if you took the microphone, you might have played, no children. That also helps you in understanding that sound propagates through solids. and how long distance if you go also you can hear the sound, how nice it was. All that you have played, but you didn't know what concept is behind it. Hope now you have understood it. So these are the various activities which explain us that sound requires a medium for its propagation. Sound travels in air medium, solid medium and liquid medium, and in vacuum there is no sound produced. So this is about the sound produced by humans as well as the sound produced. Sound requires a medium for its propagation. So till now we understood how is sound produced, what is happening in our throat region, how we can hear the sound, everything. Once the sound comes and reaches your ear, what will happen we shall discuss in the next